Welcome back, everyone. My name is Terrill Herrmann, and today we're going to be going over the 6-foot 180-gallon community tank. I haven't posted an update video on this tank in about 10 months, so lots of the fish have gotten quite a bit bigger, and we've also added some new additions to the tank. So we'll start with the 9 Mylaeus Sediger silver dollars. I had 10, but I tried to put them with my arowana, and he killed one of them. So now they're all back in here. I have 7 Rockkeel Severum swimming throughout the tank. Some of those are quite a bit smaller than the others. The one in the corner there is pretty big. And then the 4 Xingu Peacock Bass that I had in my 72-gallon bow front aquarium. Those guys are probably between 5 and 6 inches from the smallest to the biggest one, so they're definitely put on some size recently. Right in the front there's the flagtail. He hasn't really fluctuated much in size, but phenomenal fish for algae cleaning. It makes maintaining the tank much easier. The small tie silk Flowerhorn, I'd say he's maybe 2 inches. I got him over a year ago at 1 inch. He just somehow hasn't grown at all. He's developed some orange coloration on his face and the end of his fins, which is quite interesting. I've never seen a tie silk like that. Truth be told, I don't even know what it is. And then there's 2 firemouths, one slightly bigger than the other, but they haven't really grown a whole pile. That's the smaller of the 2 right there. The bigger one's probably hiding somewhere. And then across the tank there's the red tear there. He's another really small fish in the tank. I just got the red tear. I used to just have the orange som green tear that I've had in the tank for almost 2 years now. And I also added the red tear, the true green tear right there. He's got a huge mark out of him. The guy I got him from, he was getting pretty beat up in his tank. And then there's also a white som green tear hiding in here as well. It is important to note that all the 4 tears in the tank are female, which is really important for aggression. Even if I had a small red tear in here, it would probably attack everything else, at least in my experience. But those are aside from those fish, there's a sailfin Plecosmus hiding in the wood and a Synodontis multipunctatus hiding in the wood. You don't see too much of those. They're pretty much hiding all throughout the day. But with those fish included, that's 30 fish total in the tank. I probably won't add any more fish to it because it's pretty full at 30 fish in the tank. It's only 6 gallons per fish, which is definitely less than I should have for, say, peacock bass and silver dollars. But the smaller fish in the tank make up for that, since there's quite a few that are little guys and certainly don't take up 6 gallons themselves. The tank is also over-filtered pretty hard with the Flugel FX6, 2 AquaClear 500/110s on the back. And then as far as other equipment, I pretty much use just the Eheim 400 air pump there, yep. And then an Eheim Jaeger 250 watt heater. The tank sits at 78 degrees. It fluctuates slightly, but pretty much 78 degrees the whole time. And then there's the 2 power heads on the left side there, both 1000 GPH. One's just a regular power head, and then the other one I have intaking from a sponge filter. So the sponge filter does a lot to filter out particles just sitting in the water in the tank, and then obviously the FX6 with the intake and the return holds a massive amount of beneficial bacteria for the fish. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the 6-foot 180. I'll be converting this tank to a reef tank, as the arowana in the other room is tentatively sold. So all these fish will be going in the 9-foot tank. I'll make an update video when I do that. And then I'll drill this tank, build a weir, put a sump below it, get a return pump, and build a live rock structure, and then convert the tank to marine. I already have some other marine tanks set up at my buddy's place, so I'll just use those tanks to seed this one. And I'm sure there will be plenty of marine content on the tank once it makes that transition. But as far as these fish, I'm just feeding them North Fin cichlid pellets, 3 millimeters, and then the Hikari blood red pellets, which are also about 3 millimeters. They're pretty much the same size. So the bass should eat pretty aggressively. Everything else in the tank I've seen eat, even the tears that have taken some damage. So they should go after this food pretty quickly. And aside from pellets, I mostly feed the tank. I'd say pellets are about 60% of the feeding in the tank, and the other 40% is frozen foods like mysis shrimp, brine shrimp, bloodworms, etc. All the fish in the tank pretty much eat anything, so I try to feed them pellets as much as I can just to keep them really colored up nicely and give them the nutrition content. But the omega-3 fatty acids in mysis shrimp also really helps a lot with coloration, I find. But that's pretty much all there is to it. Just wanted to throw an update video up since nobody's really seen the tank for the last 10 months. The bass have probably doubled in size since that video. You guys can go back on the channel and check out my all new fish update video, and that was the last time I put the 180 on the channel. So just wanted to make an update video for it before I convert the tank to a marine tank and kind of document what I had before I changed it over. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Make sure to check back for my new videos on the marine tank as well as all these fish in the 9-foot aquarium. And I'll also post another video, a final update for my blue base crossback gold arowana before I sell him in a couple weeks here. So make sure to tune back in for those, and thanks for watching.